Hello, 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 and welcome back to episode number 4 of Beyond the Pitch. I am your host, Mark Vibe71. I am joined by my co-host, the Italian stallion, Alonzi.
Hola.
Okay, Spanish. But today, you want to be me. Couldn't join us because his unfortunate work schedule is just too busy. So, to improvise, we got the backbone of Leicester, Big Lamberts himself. Introduce yourself.
What's up, guys?
So,
Pleasure to be here.
I'm glad we could get Lamb because I want to talk about the whole Leicester situation. And when we get to that, and we'll get to it quick because there's only really 4 teams to talk about. But anyway, let's just bang through the bottom 4. United, they finally got their first win, or their really real first win, I'd say. First, Manchester City. That's the only thing that happened. And then the forfeit loss to Leicester. Right? That was a forfeit, right, Lam?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Forfeit
okay.
all around, man. I think everybody got a free one from us.
Yeah, we dishing out ones left and right. I mean, again, not much to say. Again, I'm looking at the stats, and they have Bruch playing left striker twice. I don't even know how that's possible. Come on, man. Not even a goalie stats. This is just pointless, man. Congrats to United for winning your first game, and then you go on to win against Leicester. I mean, again, not much to say about this team. Tryhard, I hope Tryhard gets a team next season because he deserves a shot.
He's done well, man. Since he came in, they at least aren't forfeiting games, which is important.
Yeah, for sure. So I think he deserves a team for next season. And a shout out to DG Keeper from scoring 4 goals this season. Thanks for sticking around. That whole team, just thanks for plugging along. And Alonso, you got anything?
I played with that kid Youssef before, man. He's got skill.
Does he?
So,
I heard. Yeah. When I was in the chat and I saw oh, you got Youssef. Damn. I mean, it didn't.
Yeah, he's good. He could strike it, man. So I don't know if he just popped on the team now, but if he started in the beginning, maybe some hope would have been there.
Yep.
Who knows? But yeah, I just hope for even next season that this team turns around.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad. For next season, I guess Youssef is on the list of teams if he's that good. So.
Yeah, well, he won 0-3, but he's got 4 games played and 2 goals and an assist.
And that's on the worst team in the league. So.
Yeah, 7 shots on target. So yeah, I'd give him a okay. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, let's move up to the team that's 1 point ahead of them. Again, flying through these. Bournemouth, Justin B's team. I'm gonna say this every week. Don't give Justin B owner next season. Thank you. Team again struggling. Again, not much to say. 1 win against United. Congratulations. Almost beat the Spurs. That's the game that would have cost the Spurs probably the title. So, I mean, really, that must have been crapping yourselves on that one. But everything else,
you could see that their offense improved. They got a lot of goals.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's true.
That goal against you, that header, that was horrible. Whatever happened.
Yeah, that's right. They just scored. Oh my god. Whatever.
And yeah, even Everton. Well, it's 1-0. They lost. That was a tight game. And that's a good team. So yeah.
No, they forfeited.
There's some hope. There's hope.
Bournemouth forfeited, Lonzo.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did.
3-0 if they get to loss.
Yeah,
win's
a win.
But yeah, that game with Tottenham, when I heard about that was funny. Oh my god. I don't know.
Unibug's again leading that team, 5 goals, 3 assists. So next season, I think it should go to him and Sparkplug the management. But that's just me. I don't know. Lamb, you've been kind of quiet. What do you think with Bournemouth?
Just, I mean, the good news is as the league goes, players are going to keep getting better.
That's true.
I mean, it's a start to, no, there's not a lot of these guys who have played a lot of FIFA before, and I mean, it doesn't help that, like most of the owners, their owner's a shit zipper, and that's just how it's going to be. Sorry for my honesty. It's just how I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I didn't realize this, but the league they already put out a cup schedule, so you guys know there's going to be a cup at the end of the season after Monday, after game 1 on Monday, it's going to turn into cup games. So it's like playoffs, but it's a chance to give, the Spurs going the double-double or give another team a chance of winning the title. So Tottenham play United. Just to go back to United really quick. Tottenham play United first round. So that's a win for United. And then Bournemouth play Everton.
You mean a win for Tottenham?
Tottenham, not United. Did I say the opposite around?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, and then Everton face Bournemouth. So, I don't know.
Wait.
I still have Everton, but maybe Unibugs can pull out a hat-trick performance in an away game and stick one out. I mean, whatever. Poor Bournemouth, man.
Bournemouth's got 5 games next week. They got to reschedule on Monday, I see. So,
what are you talking about
2
Monday?
against Everton.
No. Everyone has a game Monday, Alonzo.
3 games on Monday?
Everyone has 3 games. and then 8:40 Monday is when they play the first playoff game.
Oh, okay.
Actually, they're doing, I didn't even realize this. They're doing 8:40 Monday 8:40 and then Monday 8:20 for the playoff games. Or the cup games, I'm sorry. So
8:20.
No, I'm not saying 8:20. I'm 9:20. Did I say 8:20? Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Christ. So that's how that's gonna work. But yeah, so you have so playing Monday, you play at 8. That's the last league game of the season. 8:40, you play your first playoff game or cup game, and then 9:20 you play your second, and then Tuesday you just keep. That's the rest of the cup.
Okay.
Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't know if they're gonna push it to Wednesday or not, but I'm pretty sure they are. So, I mean, yeah, more games to play for Bournemouth and whatnot. But again, just more games as Justin V's owner. So,
anything can happen though in the playoffs, in the cup. Sorry, anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. United go on a tear and win the.
Oh my lad.
I doubt that, but you got anything else to say about Bournemouth? I know that was all over the place, but
I just keep your chins high. We got next season. That's it.
Yeah, you got one more week, guys. That's it. One more week for all the teams or all the players that want to quit. Lamb, what about you?
I want to lose for this. Whatever. Okay.
Lamb, anything?
Yay, more games.
Yay, more games. All right, let's go to the blue side of Manchester. Running through these bottom teams. Sheik, young boy Sheik. A rough week. Close to passing Chelsea. Sheik was real close.
The thing I noticed with City is, I mean, they were up on us 4-1 Tuesday night going into the second half. We scored 4 goals in the last 10 minutes and tied them 5-5. And they just have no goaltending.
Who's playing good?
The guy talks a lot, but nobody can make a save over there.
He had Simba and Lonzo.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, Carlson hit like a 40-yard 2-bouncer on him in the corner. So, I mean, tells you everything you need to know. Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, like they put up 5 goals. They played really well. I mean, we held you guys to 1 goal in the game before that, and then they put up 5 on us, same lineup. So,
yeah,
rough week. That's all I'm saying.
For us, we'll get to us. Ooh, we'll get to us.
No, I was talking about City.
I mean, City were close, man. They were really close. They're still in it. You have 3 games left, so you could young man Sheik could lead his team to 5th, or even 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows?
They'll put on a game against us. Sure, on Sunday.
Yeah.
Look, they competed in every game that I've really played against them. I mean, they've never been out of a game.
Yeah.
You know, not too often as far as when they've played us, at least.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, Sheik, I'm happy for him. I think that I would be happy if he finished 4th at this point, just to give the young man out there some great confidence. I like the blue side in Manchester.
They need to have to pass Liverpool or Leicester, man. I'm not sure about that one.
I mean, Leicester, at this point, I don't know.
We'll get to
we'll get to Leicester, but just you're only 4 points behind. Who knows? Okay, I'm just saying. I want to give my boy Sheik all the credit where credit is due. This is like his first season ever being an owner. Not bad. All right, not bad. credit where credit is due for the kid. So
hey, his team shows up. They play all their games.
That's true. They really do.
Yeah, they're having fun. That's all that matters, really.
I mean, he won 3 games this week.
We don't know that for sure.
I think it's the same. We have him in the playoffs.
Well, here, take it as this. Take it as this for Chic City, right? They win the game against United. They pass Chelsea, and they're 1 point behind Leicester. So you flip-flop that game, and, they're sitting in 5th right now. So, again, I'm pulling it out for them. Actually, City do play Liverpool in the playoffs, so we're gonna have. I just realized that. So City, Liverpool, that's gonna be interesting.
Aren't you a City fan?
Yeah, I'm a diehard City fan.
Yeah.
I'm one of those 2010 started loving soccer in 2010, picked it up as City, while the rest of my friends went for Arsenal and United. That's what's growing up in the States when you don't have anyone in the family who likes soccer. Yeah. So I'm a diehard City fan.
Yeah, well, if City wins, we'll know you threw a game.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I'll give a couple up to my boy Bruch. He actually had a pretty good season, playing goalie and playing out. 10 goals, 1 assist,
Dude, he
more to
sniped
come.
3 on us the other night.
So,
he played great.
Yeah, I think Bruch is one of the better, out and in goalkeepers who could play midfield. So.
Yep. No, he's awesome.
Two-dimensional. And then B. Brawler obviously carried the frick out of that team, dude. 16 goals, 6 assists, 18 games played on a team that, struggles. So,
yeah,
not bad. I think he deserved. I think he's probably the team MVP.
100%.
All right, let's get to Chelsea. Again, I'm not going to even do MVPs because just at this point, everyone knows what's up with this season. Brie Brawler's the MVP. Unibugs is the MVP, and I don't even know who to give the whole team of United for showing up. So let's just get to Chelsea. I'm just going all the way down. Did I say Chelsea United? I meant United I didn't say Chelsea United. I meant Chelsea, United. Don't give me this. Don't give me this. Okay?
You're on one of your trips again.
Trips. Jesus Christ. You're the worst.
Okay, let's go.
You're the worst. Yeah, as we dysfunctionally fly through these bottom 4 teams. Okay, so Chelsea, the team that could not. The second place team to 5th, probably could be 6th. Rough week. 2 wins.
I'll say one name, Jay Carlos.
Yeah, Jay Carlos. That's it. Leave it there.
Don't even get me started.
Oh, Lame and Carlos have some beef, so I mean,
I went for more than him. He knows that. He knows what's up.
Hey, I'm just saying, this is your one opportunity, Lamb. I'm not encouraging you.
I got nothing bad to say about anybody.
Okay, I respect that, but
hey, he shows up, he plays. That's all that matters. Maybe, I guess, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't show up. Who the fuck cares? It's Carlos.
He's got 1 goal all season.
Versus Bournemouth too. So.
That's what 10 million gets you. 1 goal.
For 2 seasons.
Look, I play center defending mid and both center backs, and I have 2 goals. So good luck.
I don't know what's up. But another thing I could say about the Chelsea is once they made that trade with Flyers and Demon's facing a lot of shots, man. He's doing very well for a team that's getting pummeled with no defense.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure I read in the shout box the other day, Chelsea saying they didn't want to play in a cup.
I think Chelsea might. I think there's talks in the owners' chat that Chelsea might just forfeit all the games. So here's the thing about Demon though. I think Flyers is the better goalie. Okay, but you got to give credit to Demon because that's a hard switch, right?
Oh yeah.
4 games he played for Chelsea this week. He won 3-2 versus United, and then he went on to lose 4-2. That 2-1 game which Demon played, not bad, and then the 4-1. So it's a hard switch. It's a hard switch.
When you're going from getting 6-7 shots a game to 14-15 shots a game, you're gonna double your goals against easily.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not. Yeah, the goals against, but
isn't exactly great on goalkeepers. When they get a lot of shots.
Yep. But the thing is, I don't know if it was. I think this had to do with a lot of the goalie stats screwing up, which I'm not even going to get to because this year has been atrocious for goaltending stats. I mean, some goalies have really been shafted. Yeah, there's goalie stats for this league. Yeah, there's goalies, but some of the goalies have really been shafted, and some other goalies have been given a little more gifted. Good one, Lonzo. So Demon sits with. This is just by pure stats. This is definitely not representative of how good or bad he is. 48 saves on the season with a 70 save percentage. 70 save percentage. So, again, it's probably better than that because. So, yeah, it's give or take. Yours to judge. And that's the most we could say. Black Mamba went completely silent. Just, where'd he go? And Chiz hasn't scored a goal since week 1.
No. They had a rough week, man.
I don't know. They said keep doubting us, and I doubted them, and
they went from being the shock of the talk to
the shock of the talk.
The whack and the walk. I don't know. I could say
pulling crap out of nowhere now. All right.
Well, I don't know. Once they got Jay Carlos, it was like
that Jay Carlos
curse.
The curse of Carlos. Season 1, the curse of Carlos.
The COC.
The COC.
Again, no comment.
No comment. Lamb's gonna.
COC.
Yeah, hashtag COC. Anyway, I think that's enough said on Chelsea and Carlos.
He knows I love him.
I think he knows most of. I mean, like, we could go a lot more in on Carlos. I probably should because we banter the hell out of each other, but it's not worth it. I should have as many goals as Carlos if I've taken the penalties. I'm just saying, but I didn't take any of the penalties. I should have, man. I really should have, and I regret it because I wanted a goal this season. I still could. Who knows? I'd never let him live that down if I scored. Ooh.
Oh, I know.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting off track here. Let's go to. What?
I'm just gonna say next week they got Bournemouth right away and Leicester and then Man City. So
yeah, they could pull out 3 wins if
they can get some good wins here.
Yep.
Especially against Leicester.
Wow. Okay.
And then they got Leicester in the playoffs, so I'm joking, Lamb.
God.
Okay. So.
Lamb, you have to say anything on Chelsea before we just peace out?
No, nothing.
All right.
I got nothing.
All right. Let's move to Leicester. Niente. Okay, so there's a couple interesting things I just want to say for Leicester before we get into Hull this week. Leicester came in with the least goals for out of the top 4 going into week 3. I just wanted to point that out. So there was an offensive struggle for them, I think, the whole season. But this week just topped it off for them. I mean, just obviously the first 4 games are just straight forfeits. Then they lose.
Look, I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat anything. I mean, this is a team that, I mean, we started off well. I mean, still the core group of 5-6 guys that were showing up that got forfeited by teams. Great guys, Carlson, our team MVP, picked him up. I was out of the training camp, put him in net. I mean, part of the reason why our goals against was so low, you know what I mean? He's back there stopping shots. And then, when he got sick of stopping shots, I mean, the guy's got like 9-10 goals in 3 games played at striker. So, I mean, they're right there. I mean, that's your team MVP for Leicester. Carlson MVP right there.
Carlson ended up on Everton, by the way. They traded him to Everton.
Yeah. Carlson got traded, and I hope him the best. He gets to actually play games.
Yep.
I mean, that'll be nice, And I know he's pushing to level his guy up, so I mean, he'll love that. Then you're talking about the offense. I mean, yeah, that has been a struggle all year. You know, we lost a bunch of games. You know, 1-0. We won some games 1-0. You know, we lost to you guys the other night 1-0. It's been a struggle all year. You know, guys get into the box and they can't bury the ball, and you know that's what soccer's about. You know that in the Premier League you can't win a title drawing half your games. You know.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how many you lose. You gotta win. You gotta win games in soccer. The 3 points is crucial, and you know we just had a hard time with that. I mean, we have a talented team. We have a good team. I mean, we've hung with all the other 3 teams above us. You know, with the exception of one game against Everton that I didn't play any. You know, they beat us 4-1. I mean, we don't have any other games where we've been blown out by teams when we didn't have
11
core group of guys there. You know, I mean, we played one with 5 there the last week or on the weekend and lost like 7-0 at Tottenham. And,
yeah,
I mean that means nothing to me, but but I mean it's tough, right? Because you got lineups are posted and guys just aren't showing up. You know, this week we forfeited the first 4 games of the week. And
so was that like a management thing? I was talking to Hockey and he said he had a couple personal things come up in Sobo too.
Right, and you know what? I've explained to them. I've had a chat with both of them, and personal things come up. I mean that's fine, but I mean it's still an owner's responsibility to make sure a fucking team gets on the field, man.
But here's my question: what the hell happened to Jeddah? He's still the AGM. He's got to do something. Like, was he just AFK?
Who?
Jeddah.
Gleeden?
Yeah, Gleeden.
Oh yeah. He's there. He's been there.
Yeah, he's playing his games.
You know, he's showing up for his games. But,
only one. Yeah, you and Wings. Not Wingspan. Big Lamb, you and McLaughlin. Are the ones like showing up?
Yeah, there's been Carlson. Like Jibo shows up every time he can play. You know, CJ Broadway, CJ whatever his name is. He shows up all the time when he's not leaving games to go play Rocket League.
Alonzi.
Like one game. Crucify me.
It's been like I said, it's been tough for us because the core group of guys, I mean, we're good. We play well together. I mean, we played you guys we had a red card 30 seconds into the game, 6-minute mark or something like that.
6-minute mark, easily 5-minute mark.
We lost 3-1, but we outpossessed you guys 60-40. I mean, we play the game well. It's just can't finish and can't get guys to show up. You know, it's been a struggle. And
it was 3-0. That was the week where I didn't concede. Alonzi, thank you. But I'm just fucking.
As far as I'm concerned, when you've got this many players and this many guys on your TC, management's just not doing enough to get guys out there. I mean, there's more than enough guys, and 5 after 8 isn't the time to be like, oh, what? Nobody showed up.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'd like other teams. You know, first season, management in and outs, and you know we're gonna see who gets teams again next year, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
right.
I had a lot of potential for you guys. Like in the beginning.
Yeah, Lonzy, you held out. Me too. I think the both of us kind of agreed on that. You guys could have surprised everyone and even won the league, to be honest. So,
dude, great team. When we had all our guys, we were fantastic. I have no complaints up until this last week. We just all of a sudden, for whatever reason, it turned into nobody wanting to play.
Yep.
I don't know.
You know, and it's a slippery slope. You forfeit the first game. Guys aren't sticking around for game 2. So you've forfeited game 2 pretty much right away. No questions asked. And then, you know,
That's
the next night, games being back-to-back nights like that, guys are still rattled from 2 forfeits the night before. You know, nobody knows whether they should show up or not. Your guy's going to show, so guys just do whatever they feel like they need to do. You know? I mean, shit, I haven't played with Hockey Man in a week and a half. I play every night, so.
Where's the car? Where's King Car?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, where's the car, dude? Like, you guys paid a pretty penny for it.
Dakar disappeared off the face of the earth after week 1. Haven't heard a word from Dakar.
Damn.
Even Rothlieb, he been kicked out.
He just disappeared. Once controversy started, Cons just pieced out of the chat. So did a couple other guys. I mean,
Lairs only got 4 games.
Well, Lairs is West Coast, right? I mean, he makes the 8:30 game if he can. Like, he saved us in game 2 on Tuesday night. He showed up at, 8:45. Do you guys need me? And he got in, and we got a game played. And, So, I mean, guys are doing what they can. Schroyer's only 2 a week. He shows up for his 2, and, that's all we're getting out of him. And so I think, things just kind of, it was weird because we went from like the previous Tuesday having, 8 guys to 4 guys on Sunday. I mean, football playoffs have something to do with that, but, and then 5 guys on Monday night, struggling to get 6 guys on Tuesday. So,
yep.
It's tough all around, and, I don't blame it all on hockey, man.
No.
There's only so much you can do. I just feel like you could have done more. That's all.
Well, I'm just see right here. You guys got 3 games next week. You got Tottenham right away, which I don't know. They're on the streak. And then you got Chelsea and Bournemouth. So there's 2 good ones right there. If you really want to push.
Who else got traded? I don't even know what our team looks like right now, because I know after the forfeits there was a mass, if you can trade me, please trade me kind of thing going out.
Yep.
Myself included. I mean, call a spade a spade. I wanted out as well. The site showed there was a deal in place for me, but Tottenham got scared. I seen him in the shout box. You can't make that trade, man. You can't make that trade. So, back to Leicester I go. We'll carry on.
League rules are you
appreciated.
League rules, you can't trade 4 players for 1. It only is 3 players for 1. Unbeknown to me, and kind of shafted us, but well, sorry.
Better.
That would have honestly, I think with Lamb, and I'm gonna get to Liverpool, and I think this is like a good transition. Alonzi, actually, you go before I say this, so this is like an easy transition. Alonzi, just finish off with Leicester. I've said enough about Leicester, so.
I love Big Lamb. Is a great player, man. Great midfielder. He's with a bunch of guys that don't show up, so it's like Lamb and McLaughlin and Jet up against 11 people all the time, and it sucks. I don't know why the guys aren't showing up. If you don't want to play FIFA and not show up, don't sign up for the league. One of those.
The car.
Why are you signing up? Why are you wasting our time, other people's time, GM's time to sign you, get you on the team to not show up?
Yeah.
If you don't want to play, go play hockey. Go play whatever you want. We got lots of people that signed up for this league now, so next season's going to be packed, and I hope a lot of people like to play and they show up. That's it. But I just say you guys have a good cup, man. I hope you guys don't forfeit them. That's it. And I hope you guys all your guys show up. That's it.
Hey, the core guys will be there every game. We always are.
Yeah, 3 is not. You need 6 in the goalie, right?
And then any.
6 in the
Lamb's
goalie.
any anyway. So. All right, let's get to Liverpool, and to pick up that point on Lamb, I firmly believe that we'd probably beat the Spurs and Everton with Lamb, and I'll explain to you why. Okay. And I'm gonna get a little out of boundary here because I'm just so frustrated, and this should come as no surprise for anyone on Liverpool. Alonzi, a couple weeks ago, the second week, I said that week was going to decide our season because we are going to leave it in our hands, right? That's the point. You don't play the Spurs. I've said this already. You leave it in your hands, okay? And that we did exactly that. But the thing that has killed Liverpool over and over again is that we do not show up against better teams. Okay, we played the Spurs in the biggest game of the season. I'm talking about the biggest game of the season. We could have put all the pressure on Spurs for the first time this entire season, and we didn't. We got completely outplayed versus a team that didn't have the best player and arguably didn't have their best striker. Juana and Rocky Balboa weren't playing, and we still blatantly got outplayed. And again, the whole season, just like the repeat, the defense and the goaltending saved this team. As someone who just wanted to see this game, as someone who just wants to win, it is so frustrating to see our right center back having to score from our right back's cross. Like, it's just pathetic. We did not deserve to win that game. That game could have easily been 4-1. Mm-hmm. And then you go down the week, and it's the same story over and over. We beat Bournemouth, okay, whatever. We beat Chelsea, whatever. And then you play the decisive game, okay? We had to win this game. Because we drew, we put it on ourselves. You had to win this game. And arguably it could have been 2-2, but again, we blatantly got outplayed because they had another. Because Yuana still wasn't there, okay? So they're playing without their best cam. But Rocky plays this time and he scores a goal. He adds technically the winning goal, okay? Dell scores like always, and J-Claus scored. Again, blatantly outplayed, and again Alonzi scored. Another to be carried by your defense and your goalie does not deserve to win the title. We did not deserve to win. Our offense never showed up versus big games, and our midfield always lackluster. And it's frustrating. And then the same thing versus Everton, man. That game could have easily been an Everton win. We did have chances, and we still didn't finish. The one game where we face a good team, and we have probably, out of the two sides, better chances, we still can't win. And that whole game, we were up 1-0 in that game, right, Alonzi? And then Semple with the low kick to the... It's frustrating. And...
A rebound that was hit.
It was a rebound.
No, picking up.
That
the rebound.
That, yeah. But still, dude, it's just pathetic. Because we did everything we need to do until the biggest moments.
Yeah. I feel like every time we play against Tottenham, especially Tottenham.
We didn't beat Tottenham.
No, we know. But every time we go...
And we didn't beat Everton. And you expect me to come on this mic, on this podcast and say, oh, we deserve to be second. We deserve to be third. And if Leicester probably had a little better of a team and a little better structure, I would not be surprised if Leicester was third and we were fourth.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, we would have passed you guys. We had 12 points lost this week to forfeits. I mean, we could have probably taken 9 points.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
The fact that our center back, who I'm not going to take anything away from you, Alonso, because you deserve those goals, has the fourth most goals on our team is pathetic. Pathetic. And I'm going in because Navarro does and Yoshi, all the credit due to them. They have been the backbone of that offense. And the fact that it's just been them two is just sad. And Yoshi can't even play every game. So it's just Navarro half the time. Like, the poor guy, what is he supposed to do?
I know.
Tom and you can't score every time.
It's the problem of getting it to Navarro. That's the problem we have, man. We have a bad middle core. Not to be rude to anyone, but our midfield is atrocious. It's disgusting. We don't play midfield. We play rush, or stupid pass here, stupid pass there. It's never calm. Look, you see that people are covered, turn around, or look at space. If you got space, take it. No, it's always either a through ball, a high through ball, or a pass that's totally cut off to a breakout. And it's like constantly. And that game against Tottenham, we had, I think, a rage quit. Someone raged on us.
Illegal just straight up rage quit.
Yeah.
By the way, if there is one thing as a team you don't do is start yelling at each other. And that's
we were starting
pissed ourselves away.
Second game.
Pissed ourselves away.
Oh, you left the chat. You were so mad.
Yeah, for the first time, we came back. I'll give it that. But the fact that you have to go down 2-0 to light a fire under a team's ass in the biggest game of the season is pathetic.
But let's talk about that. We tie it in the second half after a horrible first. Tie it. And we're all happy. Yeah, I'm happy. We're all happy. What's the first thing we do off the kickoff? We try to rush. We pull a rush. We had 5 minutes left. It was 85th minute. We pull a rush. They try to do a pass or a through pass, I forgot what it was, and it was a total cutoff to a freaking break. To a guy that I was on the right side, it was behind me, and I tried getting him, and all of a sudden I tried to body him, and my guy just slipped right off him. He makes that pass to a guy that wasn't covered. I'll say T-man, yeah, but I was taking his man, he was taking my man. We're in a big mix-up, and they got a tap and goal on you. And in
the 90th minute. But it wouldn't have mattered, dude, regardless. The only thing that game did was just solidify Spurs winning the title. And we had no choice. As a team who needed a win, you have to go up and push. Obviously, and And you could say whatever about the goaltending and the defense, but when Dell, the guy who has 31 goals, has a free lane to your short side, I'm sorry, but I'm going to take him instead of watching the sweat. Like, I'm not going to make excuses of me playing that game, because I have played bad games, or I have to win games for Liverpool, we can't let in 3 goals. We never won a game where we let up more than 1 goal.
No.
Plain and simple. So
we get worked. And we all talk, but then we all fight, because we all have to overpower everyone's statement. It's never this guy's right or this guy's right. It's always I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. And it doesn't work like that, man.
There was a lackluster offense that was just carried by Navarro, and then a midfield carried by Yoshi. And Yoshi couldn't show up to half the games, leaving Navarro by himself. So, as good as some of the midfielders were, they were good, but they weren't clinical.
No.
It was there at the door, but no one ever went through it. So,
yeah, that's the hardest part about fucking soccer, man, is that fucking final third. You got to be able to put the ball away. Same with Leicester. You can control it all you want. You can be in charge. If you can't score, doesn't matter how much you have the ball, right?
Meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
Meaningless.
And that's always, the downfall of, same with our team. You start to get frustrated when the ball doesn't go in the net, especially when, you're working hard in the back. You don't get much credit playing in the back of the field. You finally get it up to a guy up front, and he can't put it away. 3-4 chances in a game. Teams will start blowing up on each other.
Yeah, our problem since day one has been turnovers led to breakouts. Never a great pass.
Spurs said it. The Spurs said it. You want to said it perfectly. They didn't respect our midfield.
No.
Same thing as Everton. They didn't respect our midfield. And
you can play a rush game if you have a midfield that can make those through ball passes, but if you can't, you're just kicking it into the other team's defense and losing the ball every time you get it. And soccer's not a rush sport. There's time for the counter. Like you said, last 5 minutes you need a win. It's time for the counter, time to push, right? But you can't be doing it all game, and that's something that I think has been getting better as I've watched a lot of these teams play.
Yeah, from the beginning of the season to now.
And here's something that just, I'm not trying to I'm not really trying to be a total dick about this, and I don't really like cursing on the podcast, but the Voltage Navarro, it's fine. The Voltage Navarro and Akon front three was worse than piss. They were really bad together, and we had to play those 3 sometimes. Now, granted, you could have changed the formation, but still, it's just we'd get the ball through the midfield and then nothing would happen. It was just time after time. It's frustrating. It's just frustrating as when it's not your job to do something. And you could say the same thing when your goalie's playing bad. When you're putting up goals and your goalie's letting in the net, it's frustrating because you're doing your job and the people in front of you aren't doing theirs. When you are trying and trying and trying and it just won't happen. And you can't do anything about it. That's what gets me. Poor Alonzi literally had to play a box-to-box CDM role as a center back just so we tied the Spurs.
Yeah.
Oh,
and Tom, too. Tom was there.
I've played with Alonzi, though. Isn't that how he usually plays center
No,
back?
Alonzi this season took the backseat role to to Tom, who was more of the ball moving. And Alonzi was more of the... I mean, those two together, spectacular the whole season.
When I grab the ball, I like to calmly pass it. Easy pass, get it to a compy if I have to, if he's there. Anybody that's not going to cause a turnover. Because that's what soccer's all about. It's not, hey, I got the ball, let's pass it, rush it right in the middle. No. Look around, use your space. If I have no passes, I'll always give it back to Vibes. Because I know I could trust him that he's got space, he could just boot it out, or, that's smart. And it gives you space, it gives you time, it gets them pushing up, and then you can go for that counterattack,
Yep.
But,
I mean, Kane and T-Man, that back four, Kane, that carried that game versus Spurs, that 1-1. I mean, you and T-Man were the only reason we scored. Granted, it was off a corner, but we didn't score. We don't score unless it's a goal off corners.
No.
So, I don't know.
Tom was incredible, too. Though.
Tom, you can't take anything away from Tom, dude. The second he went back there, that our season changed. We went a whole week without giving up a goal. So, I don't know. Lamb, looking on the outside, I mean, you can obviously tell. I'm not trying to just destroy us without having any facts, you know. But
dude, I said it earlier. With down a man for 86 minutes, we outpossessed you guys.
And you only put up 2.
Pardon?
And we only put up 2 goals, and one of them was an own goal.
Yeah. And I mean, that right there, exactly what you were going at earlier. I mean, that tells you how your midfield is doing, because that's where possession comes from, right? I mean, I played against you guys in the midfield with 3 computers, and controlled the ball better than, your 3 humans. So
yeah, they don't pick up the man.
It's the midfield is where possession and those crucial balls come from in this game, and if you don't got that, you're gonna be in trouble. So from the outside, I mean, that's what I noticed about your team. I mean, shit, we had a hard time always scoring on you. Your defense, goaltending, always a rock. You guys always managed to put, the 1 or 2 in on us. You gotta, so it tells me where the problem lies.
Yeah, I want our D to be 2-dimensional, our midfield to be 2-dimensional. It's not all about just getting rushes through. It's about even taking your man when they have possession, helping back. If you know that they're getting rushes, you got our center defensive coming back all the way, helping out, and just common sense. That's it.
A midfielder's got to be the guy trying to find space open at the top of their box, and the guy that makes a tackle at the top of your box.
Yep.
And if you're not getting that out of a midfielder, and not to say cams are a little more attacking, like I get that, they got to still come back and cover. Good teams have a cam that will cover for their other midfielders, but I would say that when it comes to the midfield guys, you got to be able to go box to box, and you got to be able to make a tackle, make a shot.
Yeah, that's it.
Tough to do in this game. It's not like NHL. You can't just. That's what I've tried to explain to guys. It's not like NHL. One guy
can't win a game.
And not just in FIFA. In real football. Well, with the exception of Lionel Messi, nobody can win a team every game in this. And it's a team sport, and you got to move it. NHL, you can go in and dangle everybody twice and score because the game's crap. But in FIFA, you can't do that. It's got to be a team, and it's got to be a team moving together.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got to say is I love everyone on my team, but we need some work. Yeah, we got an easy next week. It's playing Man City, Bournemouth, and United.
The most I can hope for is we win the cup now, and the only way we're gonna win it is if our goals show up. So
there's one goal different, right?
I'd like to move on to Everton so I can rip them a little bit.
But right before we get to Everton, let's just talk about Alonso, the game with Everton. We killed their season with that one. I do feel bad because, man, I wanted that last game of the season, Spurs versus Everton, to be the decider or whatnot. Again, we got outplayed for the most part, just flat out. We had 2 good chances. 3 good chances for the first time against a good team, and we put away 1, and then I think Jan saved the other 2. Actually, pretty nice saves. And then the rest of the game pretty much just straight up went to Everton. So
yeah.
So okay, that's a good point to transition to Everton. Again, all they needed to do is beat Liverpool, and they couldn't. So I'm sorry. They probably should have won that game.
100%.
But
they should have won.
There's a reason why there's a goalie in defense there. So, okay. Lamb, I want to get just go, Lamb. I want to hear this.
Okay, so Monday night, game 1, Everton against Leicester. It's 8:00. We have 6 guys in the dressing room. and I am told that they are going to forfeit us. As far as I'm concerned, that is gutless. Okay, yeah. Gutless. Go Hawks. I don't know. Dustin's the one who told me. Amazing. I don't have any issues with you. This isn't really for you. Go Hawks. Gutless. I know I'd be scared if I was playing against me and I was the NE and you guys couldn't get by me. I understand that. The more guys I get to you, the less chance you have to beat us. I get that. But you're killing the league. I mean, we played with 5 guys against Tottenham. They beat us 7-0. Well, put a beating on us with 6 guys then if you guys are that good. But to forfeit teams, they pretty much, at that point, was one of the crushing points. That was the 3rd game in a row we had forfeited, and it was due to them forfeiting us. Not that we only had 4 guys like Sunday night. We had 6 guys in the DR ready to go. Mm-hmm. So that's my piece on Everton. I hope you guys finish second. I hope you guys lose every other game you play. Thanks for coming out.
Well, to give it back to Everton, the only reason why I could ever see them forfeiting is because this week meant so much. I mean, take no risks. So I think that's that.
Scared.
I think that was their mindset into it.
Well, they want the push, right? I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't. And the other thing, it is football, and the classy thing to do is. Yeah, the man's got 6 players. It's
not even about that. We're talking about a league that's in its first season. Everybody knows how crucial the first season is. We're trying to get it going full, and you guys are forfeiting 6 guys that are ready to play you. I thought it was gutless.
I would have played it if I was their owner.
It's fine. I get the rules. I've forfeited teams before. Everybody knows it. People have forfeited teams before. I'm talking about.
Putting into perspective is it's a season 1. I see what you're getting at here.
Right. You're talking about a game, they're probably going to beat us. We don't have a lot of guys. It's hard to play with an entire back line of computer players. And, Tottenham just did it to us 2 days before. They beat us 7-0. I mean, just go out on the field and play. You're trying to, now we got guys like Jeff. Jeff was there for that game. He hasn't showed up again since. Yeah. He's showed up almost every game for us. Now he said, I'm not wasting my time anymore. So you're killing it for the guys that actually want to play. And, unfortunately, I know rules are rules. But for the sake of the league, it was...
well, you got your wish, Slam. Unless Spurs choke it, Everton is probably going to get second. Unless, Everton scored, 25 goals and Spurs get, 1 goal in each of their games. And then they beat the Spurs and then Everton went on goal differential. But... it's not looking good. In the biggest game of the season, Everton had to score 2 goals. They were actually down 1-0, and they just couldn't find a way to get the second. That's hard. I mean, karma comes around, I guess, for you, Lamb.
Yeah.
Karma always finds a way.
That's a good team, as far as I'm concerned. They are a good team.
I mean, yeah, and, they have really good players. They really do.
Oh,
you should have just played us and beat us and carried on.
Just get on with it, yeah.
Happen, and instead of it becoming a big deal, which really at this point, I'm not so worried about. It's not a big deal. All I can hope is that I find Everton at some point in this cup or whatever it is. I would play them.
You might, because they're going against Bournemouth as of now.
Yeah,
going against Bournemouth first round, which they should win.
Yeah,
look at how you said, Mess, about their good teammates. They have a lot of good teammates. You're
dude, Sis and Twisted are insane. 20 goals and 7 assists. 20. That's Sorry, Lamb, I cut you off.
Armstrong for Carlson.
They just trade Carl for. I think Carlson probably, from what you've said and from what I've seen, I think Carlson's the better one of those.
It's a great. No matter whether they play him at goalie, because I know they've been playing Dustin in net. I mean, they don't have anything.
Big
Jan stepped up, so
they got Jan. Okay, so Jan stepped up, but I mean, I've been playing pro clubs with Carlson for a couple of years. I mean, the guy's fantastic. That's a great pickup. I'd like to welcome Carm to Leicester. Good luck. But Carlson, that's a great pickup for them, and that's only going to help them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, even Semple, he doesn't have any goals, but he's
got one. Season. Semple is the single reason why Everton won that or tied that game. If it wasn't for his rebound shot, which I knew he was doing,
Semple is I played with Semple.
He's the silent creator of any team.
He's a midfielder that knows how to play midfield.
Yep.
Yeah. He's
quiet.
He's a quiet
score
player.
A lot of goals. You don't see about the passes he makes or the tackles that he makes. You know what I mean? Those don't make it onto the score sheet. And Semple's a great midfielder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've always advocated for Semple, and again, if it was him that created that rebound shot. He put that in a very difficult spot, and it just landed on their foot and they scored. So,
But I even cut him off on that one. Remember? That sliding cut off, he almost had a goal.
And he still went short side of it. Yeah. I refuse to give Semple a goal, and forever how long, maybe next season he ends up on the team. But as long as Semple and I are indifferent, I refuse to give up a goal to Semple, because he'll never let me live it down. He'll just save it, and I'll just see that every other week. But again, let's just go back. Everton, it's just disappointing. That must hurt a little bit, right? Just a little bit.
Well, they won it first. They pushed. They forfeited teams, and look, they couldn't beat us.
And they couldn't.
That's karma you get, man.
Yeah. Ty. I asked about it, but
the Game 7 curse in NHL, because we forfeited a team in the round before, and I'll never live it down. Can't win a Game 7 in NHL because of a forfeit. So feel that one, Everton. Remember, I told you that too.
Yeah.
Well,
karma's a bitch.
Karma finds her way. And again, I just want to give a shout out to Sizz and Twisted. Really good seasons for those two. And then the silent with the back duo of GoHawks and the Extreme Curl. Those two have been really good together. So, with that being said, let's just get to the champions. Unless you have something to say.
I'll give a shout out to Amazing. He doesn't have a lot of games played, but
he stepped up in net for the first week.
Yeah.
Amazing. But you could be amazing if you stop talking.
That's gonna be hard.
That's my advice.
Maybe they'll take it to heart.
Nah.
Anything else? Anyone? I can't talk. I love Dustin. Dustin's like one of my favorite people.
Shout out to Dustin's grandma.
Dustin's grandma.
She's awesome.
Amazing grandma. Cool. From the boys on BTP. Shout out Grandma Amazing. All right. Anyone have anything else to say before we get to the champions? Los Champions.
I hope Leicester faced him in the cup.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see the beef. The flying beef.
Yeah.
I'll for everybody out there, I'll be sure to turn on my stream for that one.
Ooh.
Okay, nice. What's the Twitch so you can tell them all now?
Put it in the
Big
link.
Lammers.
Big Lammers.
Okay.
I'll just put that in the description, I think.
Just my fucking name, man.
All right, let's
stop with the F-bombs. I'm sorry, fellas.
It's all right. Let's get to Tottenham.
That's why I'm a guest and not a full-time.
The London winners came in clutch when it needed. The one time they really had to face adversity this whole season without playing with Ioana, with their backs pretty much against the wall with Liverpool and Everton. And they came out and did what they've done all season, is just win games.
Yeah.
One loss in the entire season so far. Team has been absolutely... it looks like they've been carried by Dell from the outside looking in. But it's not just Dell. 31 goals, 17 games, 7 assists. I'm pretty sure Dell's going to be the MVP of the league. If he isn't, it's probably a disgrace. But that whole clause is definitely not going to be on the team next year. He's going to go for a ton of money. I mean, Poop and Troke, who Ioana always says Troke, Poop and Troke, and then Slomny, if I butchered it, probably did. But the whole bunch of them, K-Mac, Rant got so much better from them the season started, even though K-Mac talks.
I need a shout out to my boy Jay Claus, okay? My boy from fucking Columbus in the NHL. Claus, I remember it must have been a month and 2 weeks ago. He bought the game.
He really,
you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, the guy maybe he's just, Claus, you got too much time on your hands. Stop playing video games, man. That's my advice to you in life. I can't say much because I still play too. But the guy, for what he's done in this FIFA league, congratulations, Claus, because he's like 6 weeks into even just playing the game. So.
Yeah. Well, I like we predicted them to win. I hope they don't do the double. I hope they don't win the cup. Just to give someone else a a chance at raising something this season.
I'm to be honest with you guys. I've played them twice this year, and I hear, like, I don't follow the stats. I just show up to my games. I just love FIFA. I just love soccer. That's why I play, right? I don't care about the bullshit and all that. But this team, I played them twice. I think we tied them 1-1 the first time, and there was the 7-0 game. I didn't play that one. But I didn't think that they were all that special. But they are a team. They're the one, team in this league that I will say that's a team of
that's a chemistry. There have been arguments in that team, though. Like, great friends, good friends, after so many years, you argue with all the little things. But the fact that they overcome it and pass the arguing and still put out wins is the reason why it's the chemistry. It's the chemistry. And in the first podcast me and Alonzi ever did, I said the exact same thing. That's going to carry them to the title. And the fact that they added Flyers, who is a spectacular goalie, just pushes that team further.
And they played snipe shot all week, and look, he only tied against us and won every other game.
Yeah, so
10-1-0, man.
Rant and K-Mac. I mean, yes, they had Poopin or Troke get, Dell and Ioana and Sloan, who eventually probably are their top players, but they still got Snipe, who's done a fantastic job. They end up trading for Flyers, and they got J-Claws. So, they rounded out that team extremely well, and give credit where credit is due. So,
you know what? I feel like every time...
And ST too. I'm sorry. I don't even want to leave everyone out. ST's not bad either. Yes. ST.
Everyone on this team is great.
I probably butchered everyone's name on this team.
They always say one thing, right? If you're going to talk shit, back it up.
Yep, and that's exactly what this team did.
And that's what that team did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the beginning of the year, everyone was like, oh, look at Tottenham. They're shit-talking already, blah, blah, blah. These stupid posts that they were posting, they backed it up. They knew they were going to be good, and they rode it all the way to the end, man.
Yep. I mean, they're going to be the team to beat next season.
Congratulations. You're the champions of the first season.
Yep.
And, no one can take that away from those guys, so...
And Dell's 31 goals in 17 games. It's pretty good.
66 shots on target.
66 shots. I mean, really, really spectacular. They're gonna be tough to beat in the cup. With all that confidence now, I mean, literally, just to add more, they've already won the league. I don't want to see a double for the Spurs, just because I like seeing other teams. It's going to take something
spectacular from another team to top them. I mean, that's where they've put themselves. Right now, they are the elite team in...
They're the team to beat next season, too. They won't have the same team, but they'll still have the same core.
They've set themselves up to compete, and that's all you can do in this league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's 8 teams. It's competitive in the top and not so much in the bottom. And there's a lot of good teams at the top, and they've consistently beat them. Like you said, consistency, and that's how you win championships. That's the prime example of why Arsenal can't win a real title. Consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to
great team all around. But the last game was on Tuesday. They played Bournemouth, and they almost choked that one.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine? I mean, this is just speculation. I don't even want to waste time on. Oh my God, they almost lost. Congratulations, Spurs. You told us so. And you could smile all the way walk home. You told us so. And congratulations. Unless you choke, which I doubt you will.
No, they'll have a good 3 games in the season at the next week, but then playoffs come. I want to see an upset. I think
everybody does.
If they can keep it up and win the cup, then they can really smile and be the goat in hand of this league. Straight up.
So, again, just to end, congrats them. Just really quick, just looking forward to this next season. We have almost 215 signups. We're at 211 right now. That could probably be 12 teams next season. So, you add plus 4 teams, more management, more opportunity, more players are going to join for sure. So, they're the team to beat next season, Spurs. And I think someone will do it. I think if you had 4 teams, someone's bound to create another team like that where they bring in no-name guys and they create like a god squad, essentially. So
that very well could happen.
So who knows, right? With the end of this season, we have the Cup. That's whatever. We already talked about it. There's next podcast, we'll review the Cup games, and then at the end of the show, we're going to do the awards. As of right now, as of Thursday, the 26th, there's going to be the MVP, the MVG, the Management Team of the Year, so there's 3, and then the Team of the Year. And if we add any more awards, and the way we're going to do that is probably through the management, so the winners will be announced. But that's all I have to say for this week.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Lamb, for coming. We appreciate that.
Anytime. You just got to let me know.
Yeah.
Come on here and cuss and give my slated opinion, one-sided opinion. I don't really like too many people, so that's what happens.
Alonzo, you got anything else?
It happens. I just want to see a good Cup tournament. Best of luck to all the teams. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else I really got to say. Just keep it up, boys. We're having fun, and may the best team win.
Yep. All right. With that being said, this has been episode 4 of Beyond the Pitch. Thank you guys for coming out. If anyone's stuck all the way through again, like always, appreciate you the most. And good luck to everyone in the Cup. See you next week.
And one second, shout out to You Want a Beanie. Wish you were here, boy.
Oh, yeah. We wish you were here, bud. Sorry about work.
Yeah. Probably be here next
yeah,
podcast,
he'll be here next week, hopefully. Again, thank you, Lane, for coming on, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one, everybody.
Beyond the Pitch.